Thanks for staying with us at STL Live. I'm Sarah Thompson, and my guest today is Dr. Flint Fowler, president of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater St. Louis. And again, congratulations on 50 years of really tremendous impact and service to the community. Let's kind of just take a step back, because I think people are always throwing out Boys and Girls Club, and really to know that you're at multiple locations, how many children you're actually serving.
Sure.
Let's just kind of lay the groundwork.
Well, if you want to really go back, we start out as a boys club. Most people would know us as Herbert Hoover Boys Club, and we began to operate on the site of the old Sportsman's Park in 1967, even though we were incorporated in 1966. The Cardinals decided to move the stadium downtown, donated the land specifically for the purpose of building a boys club. And that's pretty much who we served officially, even though we had girls in the club for a number of years. They were on swim teams, they were cheerleaders, they worked at the club, but we didn't officially adopt them or incorporate them into our name until 1993. 3 years after the national organization became Boys and Girls Clubs of America, we became the Herbert Hoover Boys and Girls Club. And then we began to sort of expand our footprint. Our original site was on North Grand, then we went to South City, and we have a partnership with the O'Fallon Park Recreation Center, and then a program called Be Great Graduate that we operate at Roosevelt High School. And we then got invited to participate in some opportunities for young people in St. Louis County. So we established 2 locations in the Hazelwood School District. In 2015, opened a site in Ferguson, sort of in response to the need for services for young people during non-school hours. And we started the Ferguson Middle School, added a second site in Ferguson, and then this past summer, last summer, added a location in partnership with the Riverview Garden School District, and then the Be Great Graduate program at Normandy High School. So we're operating in 10 locations right now. We have a solid model in place that we use with trained staff and adult volunteers to ensure that the program delivery is consistent, that we're able to generate the outcomes that we need.
So now with 10 locations, I mean, how many kids are you serving then on just an annual basis?
This past year we had a little bit over 7,000 kids. About 5,300 of them were actually members of the club, and then we have what we call other youth served. So these are children who come to participate in the programs and activities but have not registered to be members. So our impact on them obviously is not the same as it is on our club members. And our goal is to drive attendance. So we know based on our research that a child needs to come at least 1 day a week or 52 days during the year for the Boys and Girls Club to begin to have an impact. They need to develop a relationship with the staff. They need to have positive relationships with their peers. And the program offerings really need to take effect. And in order for that to happen, you have to be present. So the idea of going to other locations meant that children would have more regular and consistent access to the programs and services and the people that are part of the Boys and Girls Club experience.
What do you think? I mean, you've been involved for more than 20 years now, and here we are celebrating the 50th anniversary. I mean, what formula really do you think works?
Well, we actually have a thing called the Formula for Impact. So it's called, you look at the programs and things that are being offered. So things like high yield learning activities, a sense of safety for the kids, high expectations that you have for them, and recognition is part of that. Young people who, what we consider need us most is sort of our the thing that we focus on, but any young person can benefit from a Boys and Girls Club experience. And then having the right programs and activities in place, I think really make a difference.
In our last moment, I think it's always great. We don't have enough time to talk about alumni, but I mean, there's got to be, you have your stories of impact, and alumni really are a testament to the clubs. Do you have one example of that?
Oh, well, we have tons of them, of course. But and I think it's historically people would kind of look at your post product, if you will, to determine how effective you were. But funders really began to want to know what you're doing today to change the life of a young person. So we've had to develop more outcomes and things around that. But one person that comes in particular, a young man, Devontae Brown, who's interested in becoming a veterinarian. So when he was in high school, we got him connected to Nestle Purina, a program they call the Pet Lovers Coalition. He became a spokesperson in his school, got him some volunteer opportunities with a local vet and at some of the animal shelters. He was admitted to Purdue University, is a Gates Scholar. He's actually graduating a year early. Got him a job at the zoo. They created a special opportunity for him because of his interest in veterinary medicine. And we just wrote a recommendation for him to get into vet school. So to see him at 6 and 7 years of age come to the club, participate in programs, activities, express an interest in a particular career, and then we're able to garner the support and exposure that he needed to be successful.
Yeah, that's really tremendous. That's a great, thank you for sharing that. And it must be fulfilling for you and
It
for
is.
everyone at the clubs just to have, see that kind of outcome. Well, thank you again for joining us. We've got the information there for you on the screen about the gala. It's 50 years of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater St. Louis, and it's the Futures Gala coming up on November 17th. It's not till a couple months away, but get your tickets now or learn more information at bgcstl.org. And again, Dr. Fowler, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, well, there's more STL Live right after this. Please stay with us.